Chapter 5, Who This Book is For. Before we dive into the Rockwell wealth building system in the next chapter, let's talk about who this book is for and who will benefit the most from reading it. So let's talk about the 4 stages of financial success. And this is where our amazing automation comes in. I just texted and emailed you a link to the image that shows the 4 stages of financial freedom so that you can follow along. Stage number 1, financial dependence. That's where we all start. When you are in this stage, you are living paycheck to paycheck and have no savings or minimal savings. I remember when I started my first job after college, it was exciting to see the money coming in, but it wasn't much. It always seemed that in the final days of the month, I needed to use credit cards to bridge the time until the next paycheck. And yes, I knew that I should save some money, but it seemed impossible. And whenever I was able to save a few hundred or even a few $1,000s, an emergency came up, like a broken appliance or car, and I had to drain my savings account again. And to be honest, sometimes I simply used the money to go on a well-deserved vacation. Do you remember those times? I'm sure you have been there too. Anyhow, people who are in this stage should not be trading for a very simple reason. You should only trade with money that you can afford to lose. And people who are in stage 1 can definitely not afford to lose the money they save. So the best course of action for this stage is either make a budget and save some money or find a way to make some extra money. But when you're in this stage, you shouldn't be trading. Stage number 2, financial security. So in this stage, you're no longer living paycheck to paycheck and you already have some money in a savings or retirement account. However, it's probably not growing fast enough. I remember being in this stage when I was working long hours at IBM. You see, I was no longer living paycheck to paycheck. I had some savings in a retirement account, but no matter how much I contributed, the balance barely budged. And then during the dot-com crash in the beginning of 2000, my retirement account balance started to drop at an alarming rate. You see, at work, I felt overwhelmed and burned out from the endless grind. I was the dancing bear, afraid that if I stopped dancing, the money would stop coming in. And whenever I finally had some time off, I often felt too exhausted or drained for simple pleasures like socializing or even hobbies. It seemed like there was no escape from this cycle of overwork. I would stare at my retirement account balances and feel frustrated and disappointed that they weren't growing faster. And I cringed thinking about how little was in there despite all of my efforts. You see, that's when I decided to take matters in my own hands. I was done leaving it to the professionals because apparently they didn't know how to grow my accounts. So I started to trade, and at first with a rather small account of $20,000. And as you have already heard in the beginning of the book, it didn't go well. Now, if you are in the stage, then you might or might not yet trade. If you do, your trading profits are probably less than $100,000. So when you're in this stage and want to get to the next one, the key is to learn strategies to generate SRC profits and get a proven trading plan that can help you to make $100,000 in profits. Stage number 3, financial independence. Here's the good news. When you reach this stage, you have built up your skills and account enough that your trading income can replace a decent chunk or even all of your current income. This means that you don't need to work to maintain your lifestyle at the same level you're now. In this phase, you're also making more than $100,000 with trading, and you joined the 100K trading club. Your profits are now SRC profits. They're systematic, repeatable, and consistent. And the key to getting to the next stage is to learn how to treat your trading as a business and to learn how to generate passive income. Stage 4, financial freedom. Now, this is the ultimate stage. When you're in this stage, you have a passive income system in place that will never run out of money. This means that you're generating at least $500,000 with trading and passive income combined. Now you can enjoy life with less stress, more time, more freedom, and make an impact. Your path. The ultimate goal is to get to stage 4, financial freedom. Right now, as you're reading this book, you're probably in stage 2 or 3, and That's okay, because in this book, you will learn how exactly you get to the top of the pyramid.